Hi everybody, and welcome back to another workout video. If you are new here, thanks for joining me for this workout. Today we'll be doing a 20-minute upper body workout focusing on the biceps, shoulders, triceps, and lots of core engagement. All you'll need is a mat and yourself and a bottle of water, maybe a chair or the edge of your couch if you prefer to do things like tricep dips on a surface like that if you need the elevation. I recommend doing some kinetic stretching before you start this workout. It is pretty intense, even though it is just body weight, and most of the movements just flow right into the other, and we don't take too many breaks. So get those muscles warm, get everything a little bit heated up, and then we can get started. We'll be starting on our knees. We'll be doing just a little bit of muscle activation. We'll be starting with 12 arm circles going forward. So 10 more, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to reverse for another 12, 11, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to saw the arms back and forth. So go at your own pace for this one. And then in a little bit, we're going to turn our palms facing forward. So a little bit more. Now they're forward. We're going to pulse up, up, up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to face our palms up and bicep curl for 20. 19, 18, 'Really focus on creating your own tension here. Pull the arms in, squeeze the biceps as much as you can. I know that the intensity is going up a little bit, but we only have 10 left. By now your biceps should be heating up, your shoulders should be heating up, but we're almost at the end. Keep going. Now we're turning the palms forward and we're going to pull down for 1 and 2 and 3. Just like before, you'll be creating your own tension, so focus on really pulling down with your lats, squeezing the middle of your back together, squeezing those shoulder blades together, and incorporating your biceps as well. But we're trying to tuck the elbows behind us and really start activating the sides of the back and the middle of the back. So we have 5 more of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I know it burns, but we're not done yet. Put the arms straight in front of you, and now we're going to flutter the arms for a count of 40. So really squeeze the chest together when your arms flutter in front of each other. Keep alternating the position of the arms. Just breathe normally and try and stabilize the body. The only thing working is the front of your deltoids and your chest. And now we're going to press up and back, activating those shoulders. Here you can see from the side, I'm really pulling my shoulder blades down and back and letting just my deltoids do the work. And these are the last 5, 4, 3, squeeze the shoulders, 2, and 1. So my shoulders were very, very warm and feeling very tingly and heated up, ready to get into the next phase of this workout. You can do a little bit of a stretch. We're going to start with a tricep dip. So a couple options here for you. Just make sure that your wrists, your elbows, and your shoulders are lined up. Your hands are in a comfortable position. You can have your feet straight out, or you can have your knees bent, but make sure you try and push your hips up as high as you can and bring your belly button to your spine. So we're gonna dip now, and we're gonna dip for 3 sets of 12. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure that your elbows are going back and not out to the side. We're on the last 3, 2, and 1. Take a quick rest here before we start the next set. Triceps should be very, very warm. Shoulders are working in this as well. And make sure that you're squeezing your glutes to keep your hips up. I didn't lift my hips as high as I wanted to for that set, so for the next 2 sets I'm really going to try and push my hips up there so I can get as much depth into the dip as I can. So if you're ready for the second set, let's go. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking a little break. I lifted my hips a little bit more on that last set there, but it can be difficult to be aware of, especially when you're focusing on how much the backs of your arms are burning. The most important thing is that your back is comfortable and your elbows and shoulders are going in the right direction, just so you can get a good amount of depth. So we have 1 more set. Let's go. Really get the hips up there. Eight, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Really. The next move we're going to get into is some shoulder taps. So we're going to flip over into a plank. Make sure that your wrists, elbows, and shoulders are the same distance away from each other. Spread the fingers wide and grip the mat so you can stabilize yourself. Push out of the shoulder blades. Pelvic tilt downwards. Flex the glutes. Get high on the toes. And we're going to tap for 20. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Minimize as much movement as you can in the hips. Try and stabilize as much as you can. We have only 10 more. If your hips are swaying from side to side quite a bit, you can widen your stance. Only 3 left, and 2, and 1. Stay up if you can, or drop your knees if that's easier. We're gonna lift into some Superman arms for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway there. Minimize the sway as much as you can. As I said, widen the stance of your feet if you absolutely need to, or bring your knees down. And 1 more. Knees down and come back into a child's pose. That move's not easy, but that is what that little activation at the beginning was preparing us for when we were raising both of our arms. We're going in for another 20 shoulder taps. 18, 17, 16, 15. If your core is getting very tired, as I said, always feel free to put your knees down. Go at your own pace. You don't have to do 20. Just do your best. And make sure that even when your knees are down, you're keeping that activation in your core. We're going to be raising our arms now. Pulling your shoulder blades down and back. Keeping your chest square to the floor. We only have a few more left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That makes 12 of those. Back into another child's pose. Take a big breath and sigh it out because we have that 1 more time. 20 shoulder taps and 12 Superman arm raises. I just needed a minute here, honestly. If you do too, pause this video and take a second, but don't take too long because we don't want your heart rate to go down too low. When you're ready, pop those knees back up and we're going to shoulder tap for 20. Remember to breathe. A lot of people forget to breathe whenever they do any type of core activation exercise. Breathing is so important, and I know it can be difficult to try and take even breaths while you are in positions like this, but do what you can. I had to take a little rest here in between these two moves, but here we go for 12, 11, 10, reach to that other side of the room, 8, 7, 6, almost there, 3, push, you can do it, and down you go, back into a child's pose. Take a big, huge, deep breath and sigh it out, and you should feel pretty good, especially if you got through that with no breaks at all. You can take a stand here. I had to roll up and just stand, decided to just stretch a little bit, stretch my core, stretch my back, loosen up my arms, and just reset myself to get into the next phase of this workout. We're a little bit over halfway done, so we're making really great time. We're going to start back into a child's pose so we can align ourselves properly to get onto our knees. Then we're going to pop up from there. So we're going to be doing a series of push-ups. We're going to start with 1, back to child's pose, and we're going to come forward, and then we're going to go for 2 push-ups. 1, 2, push yourself back into child's pose. Please keep your core pulled in and engaged, belly button to spine, wrists and elbows and shoulders lined up, and that's 3. Push back into child's pose. You know what's coming. We're going forward for 4. And 4, push back again. You're more than welcome to do this off your knees as well, but I just find that this is a more moderate pace. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're not done. We're coming forward for 6. I just decided to rest a little bit more here because my arms were on fire. But here we go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into child's pose. And what might feel really good for you here is if you widen your knees and you flip your palms up to the ceiling. That can relieve a lot of shoulder tension and a lot of tension in the lats that we have been building up while being in these plank positions. So just breathe here for a little bit and enjoy this little break before we move on to the next set for this workout. For this next move, we're going to be hitting our biceps and our back a little bit. I'm turned at a 3/4 so you can see the angle of my arms properly. You can stack right over left or left over right, whichever is most comfortable for you. But we're going to curl for 8. So have your arms right in front of you at a nice 90 degree. And remember to build as much tension as you can. For 8, 7, 6, keep your breathing nice and smooth, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the last one, bring it in, hands into a prayer position, and we're going to pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really burns out the shoulders and the biceps. But I love this little move. I love that you can really burn out your arms without having to use any weights at all. But of course, the option there is to use weights for this. When you're ready, you're going to stack your arms again, left over right or right over left, and we're going to curl. Let's do 10 this time. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You want to pretend that you're almost dragging your arms up through some cement or really thick jello. We got 2 more. Last one, hands to prayer, and let's pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see that this is killing me. 9, 10. Stretch back, open up the shoulders, roll out the wrists. You can even shake your arms out here if you need to, but we have 1 more set. Just 1 more. All right, let's prepare. Get our core tight, arms in front of us, and let's go for another 10. 9, 8, 7, 6. Only 4 more. 3, 2, and now we're gonna pulse for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You could definitely tell on my face that I had reached my limit with that one. I kind of looked like I was praying for mercy at that point. Take your time here for a bit if you need it. We have been working pretty hard for the last 17 minutes, continuously almost. Massage your arms, go get some water, shake them out, stretch, whatever you need to do, and come back here because we have just 1 move left and then we're going to be done. So if you're back already and ready to go and finish strong on this video, let's get started. We're going to be doing something called a Pike push-up. So this really targets your shoulders and your triceps and the top of your chest. You're going to want to make a triangular or a diamond shape with your hands. Place it on the ground, and then you really want to roll your shoulder blades back, push out of your back, push the ground away from you. Lift your hips up, go up onto your tippy toes. I'm going to take my hat off here because it was going to fall off anyways. You want a slight bend in your knees, and you want to be as vertical as possible. Relax the neck, and we're going to go for 15. Got 10 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a rest, come down. Honestly, if that was uncomfortable for you, then feel free to just do a set of regular push-ups. That's perfectly fine. If you are doing a set of regular push-ups, keep your hands in that same diamond or triangular shape so we can keep working some of the same muscles. But if you're feeling ambitious, we're going in for the second set. Let's get those hips up, high on the toes, and let's go for another 15 reps. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Take a little rest in a child's pose. I definitely needed it, but I know in the back of my mind that we had 1 more set before we could finish out. Just a little side note for some body awareness. Don't sink into your shoulders when you're doing any type of move like this, even if you're attempting a handstand or anything like that. Moves like this are good for handstand prep, but you have to be very mindful of your shoulder and back position. So keep that in mind if you're attempting to do this move. Do not sink into your shoulders. Definitely use your muscles and push your way away from the ground. Let's go for another 15. 7, 8, and 12, 13, 14, and 15. Down we go. Go into a child's pose if you want. I decided to come right up and stretch my neck. And that is the workout. I really hope you enjoyed this little arm burner. It's only 20 minutes, but I'm definitely confident that you'll be feeling this over the next couple days. Thanks so much again for working out with me. I enjoyed filming this for you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for working out with me again. And if you're new here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you can keep up with me whenever I post new health and wellness content. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, afternoon, evening, night, whenever you're watching this video, and I will see you right back here for the next one.